Whoa, this snow is deep. This is so stupid. I don't know why I'm walking in the snow like this. Oh my gosh, it's like up to my knees. Anyway, whoo, ha. Check out the geese. I first came up with this recipe for my channel trailer, and I wanted to make sure that it was awesome, but I also needed to kind of fit with this concept that I had in my mind that I was gonna write down on the ingredients themselves these rules that I had made for myself in life, like get married and have kids and have a respectable career. And then in a symbolic gesture, I was going to chop them up and make something delicious out of it. So I thought, well, I could write on an apple, I could write on an egg, I could write on the skin of an avocado, maybe the skin of an onion. So I thought, what can I make with these ingredients? I have an egg, avocado, apple, onion. And so the savory French toast was born. French toast with sauteed apples, caramelized onions, sliced avocado, melted cheddar cheese, and it was so good. And I'm so happy to be making it again, because the first time I was a little bit stressed out. I wanted to make sure it was perfect for my channel trailer, but this time I know it's good and I can just make it for the joy of making it. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm gonna go inside where it's warm, because it's cold out here. Yo, it's for real cold. For reasons already mentioned, we're calling this one Rewrite the Rules Savory French Toast. And the whole recipe starts off with just slicing our 3 toppings for the French toast, which are apples. I'm going to use a Honeycrisp apple. It really doesn't matter what kind of apple you use. Use whatever apple makes you happy. Honeycrisp has a great name, and they're pretty. They're like red and yellow mixed together. I'm going to probably use like half of it, core it, slice it. Then I'm going to move on to the onion, which I will slice into medium to small strips. I guess you could do chunks or diced or whatever, but I feel like caramelized onions just belong in strips. And then the avocado, probably just use half the avocado. Slice that thinly, set that aside. And then I'll need to get the caramelized onions going. So butter is what we're going to do the caramelized onions in. I'm going to get a frying pan, toss the butter in the frying pan, and throw in the onions. Now this is going to have to cook for like half an hour or so to really get the sugars in the onion to caramelize and get really sweet and delicious. It needs a little bit of time. Somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes is usually my standard time frame for caramelizing onions. Then, right before the onions are done, I'm going to add one of my favorite things, white wine. I feel like the acidity in white wine just makes everything better, so I'm going to throw in a splash of white wine right before I take the onions out, then set those aside on a plate, and those will be ready for when we top the French toast at the end. Now, when I made this recipe before, I went straight to the apples after the onions, but I think this time what I'm going to do is make the balsamic glaze next. That way, all the oniony good flavors in the bottom of the pan that are kind of like stuck to the frying pan will get in the balsamic glaze. And I have a feeling it's gonna be spectacular. So, next in is regular balsamic vinegar and a pinch of brown sugar. Once that thickens up, I'm gonna just put that in a little container off to the side so that it's ready to drizzle over the top at the very end. And then it's time to do the apples. More butter in the frying pan, then take the sliced apples, lay them in the frying pan, let them kind of sear on one side and get nice and golden brown, flip them over, and then set those also to the side for when the French toast is done. Then for the main event, the French toast itself. So I'm gonna grab my bread, then I need to make a mixture of milk and an egg, beat that together, lay those slices of bread in the egg and milk mixture so it gets all soaked into the bread, then throw those bread slices into the frying pan, let them get nice and seared and golden brown on one side, flip them over. When I flip them over, I'm going to take some cheese. It doesn't really matter what kind of cheese you use. I'm going to use cheddar because that's what I want to use. If you like Gouda or Havarti or I don't know, you choose your cheese. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Once the bread is flipped over, I'm going to take those cheddar cheese slices, lay them on top of the French toast, and then to melt the cheese, pop that whole frying pan under the broiler. The cheese is going to get all bubbly and melty, and when it is, pull it out of the oven, go ahead and throw that on a plate, and then it's time to top them off with all the goodies we've already made of caramelized onions, and then layer the apples and the avocado in a nice fanned pattern, or just throw them on top, and then drizzle it with the balsamic reduction. And that's it, my friends. Simple, elegant, wonderful, savory French toast with caramelized onions, sauteed apples, sliced avocado, and a balsamic brown sugar reduction. I can't wait to make this again, but actually more than that, I can't wait to eat it again. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. I gotta say, after filming my eggplant pineapple fried rice episode, this is refreshingly simple. My eggplant pineapple fried rice had 20 ingredients, and it was a lot of prep. This prep is like a walk in the park. Which actually, I did just go take a walk in the park, so how appropriate. Anywho, I have such positive energy today. I'm so happy. Yeah. All I gotta do is slice these guys up. So we're gonna get started with that, and then it's just time to cook. To the cutting board. I totally didn't do this intentionally, but you can see on this avocado where there was no lemon juice. It's got like a little spot that browned. So it's proof that putting lemon juice on your avocado keeps it from browning. Anyway, probably should have waited to cut the avocado, honestly, because it didn't need to be sliced this early, and with the caramelized onions taking, a good half hour, these things probably could have been sliced later, but whatever. No biggie. I'm not gonna make a big deal of it. Anyway, all right, these are almost done. I'm gonna get some white wine, and we're just gonna hit this with a little bit of white wine, set them aside, and then get started on the balsamic reduction. Well, that's depressing. I totally ruined the glaze. Like, seconds after I made it. Alright, well, whatever. We'll just do it again. I think I made balsamic candy. I think that's what happened. Oh, that's so sad. Let me not burn my apples, too. That's much better. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot the caramelized onions. What a disaster. Okay, I can fix this. All right, hold on. Here we go. I can't believe that I forgot the caramelized onions when I was plating this, and you know, perhaps the pictures aren't as stunning as I imagine they would be in my brain. I think this is okay, and I think the pictures turned out fine. So, we're moving on. I've been looking forward to this all day, and I'm not gonna let some messed up balsamic reduction and a little bit of plating error get in my way of enjoying this. So, I'm gonna dig in. Here we go. Well worth the wait. You know, when I came up with this, I really didn't think it was going to be this good. It just is. I don't know. Maybe it's the cheese. I mean, there's so many good things to love in here. And together, they just, it's like a symphony. It truly would not be the same without that balsamic reduction, because the like tangy, zingy, dark flavor of it really just makes everything feel decadent. It feels decadent. That's what it is. It just feels like you know, you did something right. And this is your reward. Come on. Oh, Norma, you came to visit. There's no part of this dish that a cat should eat, so I can't share this with her. Want to smell it? Want to smell it? Onion? Smell? No. Cats don't eat onions. So yeah, I'm gonna eat the rest of this, but you don't have to sit here and watch me do it. Whether you yourself like to cook or you just want to come and hang out with me while I cook, keep checking back in at Table for One right here, because I'm gonna keep learning about food and coming up with weird and cool recipes that you can make at home, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. So bye for now, and I'll see you in my next episode. Norma, you wanna say bye? Norma, you wanna say bye? She doesn't wanna say bye. She's cleaning herself, which I'm sure will be followed by a nap.